This is just Bob Bowman, and I'm coming at you with another video. And the topic of this video is the gullible and the delusional cannot be trusted. Now, why do I say this? I spent time in my life when I was gullible and or delusional, and I didn't want to accept the realities of life to a certain extent as far as how things are going with me personally and how things are with me personally. And that's how I look at this. I'm not looking at this overall with individuals, because we all are not the same. We all have our own individual paths and our own ways of how we have to look at things, and our own ways that we have to deal with things and solve issues in our own way. Because for one person, it's 2 plus 2 equals 4. But then somebody, it's 1 plus 3 equals 4, or 3 plus 1 equals 4, or 0 plus 4 equals 4. So it's more than one ways to solve a problem. And everybody has to figure out the best way to solve the problem for themselves. But when you're gullible and or delusional, you are either believing a lie or you're living a lie, and you're lying to yourself, and sometimes you're unknowingly lying to other people. If you're gullible and people are taking advantage of you, you're passing on information to yourself that they're giving you, even though it's false information, and they hold some accountability to it. But if you don't pick up on the red flags and see that this isn't going to work for you, or this isn't good for you, it's on you. You have to understand what's good and what's not for you personally. And you got to understand when you're getting played and when to leave that environment. And sometimes you can't help other people understand that they're getting played, because they have to figure it out for themselves. Because in one instance, they may think that, oh, you're saying this because you have an issue with this person. It has nothing to do with me, and it's a personal issue you have. Or they don't want to think negative about that person or that situation. And it's similar to when somebody is delusional. It's like they believe that things are going to happen a certain way, and even though the evidence has shown that it's not going to happen that way, they still want to believe it, and they want to hold on to it, and they work hard to achieve a certain goal or a status, and it's never going to happen. And sometimes it's due to them thinking that if they work hard enough, it'll happen, but they don't have what it takes to make it happen. Even if they're being the best person that they can be, even if they're working as hard as they can, they are just not that person for that situation. And sometimes that could be difficult to deal with. That can damage and bruise the ego, but it is what it is. And we have to be honest with ourselves when we're being delusional, when we need to find another way and another path on going about things in life. Because if we don't, and we keep repeating the same thing over and over again, that's a form of being crazy. I realized that there were certain things in my life that I couldn't change, no matter how hard I wanted to change it. And I had to learn how to deal with it to the best of my ability. That's the only way I was able to break out of the certain delusions that I had, as far as my status in the environment that I live in, my sexual market value, things of that nature. Like, it was harsh. It was tough to actually sit down with myself and think about it. I was isolated. I was betrayed by certain individuals. But at the end of the day, I had to be honest with myself. I had to be honest with the situation, and I had to be honest with the fact that I put myself in this situation, that I didn't want to read the room. And they talk about reading the room a lot. And you have to know how to read the room or check the temperature in order to understand what it is that you're dealing with, what it is that what personal situation you have, because not everybody is in the same or similar situation as you. Everybody is unique, everybody is different, and you will have individuals that will see you struggling with this, and they will try to gaslight you and say, oh, like you making it seem like things are different from you because you just not doing the work, when you know that you're doing the work and it's still not working out. But they want to keep you in that environment because uh, uh, um, they're able to benefit from you. And that's how this world is. That's how this world is. It's not right, it's not good, it's not fair. But the more that you understand that that's how this society is, and you do your best to overcome the situation the best that you can, that's the only way that you'll see your way out. I'm still fighting for my freedom at this point. I'm a regular worker, average man. I know how much I'm despised within my community because I'm not just a lazy bum and I'm not super successful and wealthy. And it's a lot of men out here that's understanding that, that's figuring that out. And that's part of not being delusional and not being gullible, because you have individuals that take advantage of you, take the little money or the little resources that you have and discard you and claim that you didn't do anything. That's this world that we living in. Is like, I hate it. I actually hate it. I hate how things are. I'm working on fixing myself and improving myself so I can lessen the blows of life, but I'm still taking blows in life. Let's just be honest about certain things. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest if we feel like we're being conned by individuals. Just accept it that, yeah, you're being duped.